morning, students. Today we will start with your new topic in the subject of digital electronics. In the previous class, we have discussed about your what basically digital signal is and what are the advantages of your digital signal that we have discussed in the previous class. So in this class, we will start with your unit number 1, that is number systems. So numbers are quite interesting thing. All of you are aware of this. So in the beginning, when as per the studies and all, when we start, uh, the needs are limited and things are limited, and we we look forward to using the various things. So we normally have a conventional number system, so we count from 0 to 9 and all. And later on, things become more positive and we look forward to count. Then base system is being involved. So if I'm writing 18 here, so I'm supposed to write out the base of this. So this is decimal base. So the number system which we are using, the normal day-to-day life is decimal system, where each and every system is having its own place. So it can be written as 8 into 10 raised to the power 1, 0, plus 1 into 10 raised to the power 1. So this is equal to 10 plus 8 is equal to 18. So the base is being specified. Okay. So this is how things goes like that. So if you are having a base R, then your number is like this: an Rn plus an minus 1, Rn minus 1 plus and so on. So you can write out a minus 2, R minus 2 plus a minus m into R minus m and so on. So this is how your numbers are like that. So suppose you are familiar with your this base 10. So when you are writing 365 into 0.75. So it can be written as 3 into 10 raised to power 2 plus 6 into 10 raised to power 1 plus 5 into 10 raised to power 0 plus 7 into 10 raised to power minus 1 plus 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So in this way, you can write out the entire number. So this is how you can represent things. Okay. So this is quite simple to understand. So this system is basically called decimal. So as far as this subject is being concerned, digital is being concerned, now onwards, whenever you write a number, suppose you write 36, so you are supposed to write the base with it so that I can get an idea, or you can get an idea that this is a decimal base number or your base is 10. That means you are having only 9 digits to count 0 to 9, and after that you have to move ahead. So when you will count 9 and next digit is 10, now you are shifting the base. Now this becomes 9 and next digit is 9900. So this is like that and so on. So this is how counting goes. Now coming ahead, number systems are fine. Now when we look forward to work with machines, and not machines, we call them switches, then binary things comes into picture. Because switch is having only two states, on and off. So for convention, this is being given 1 and this is being given 0. So this is the basis of your binary systems. Binary. You are having only two states, 0 and 1. So when you talk about binary systems, why we need? Because we are looking forward to communicate, control machines. And machines are having only two states, either they are on or they are off. In that case, some proper mechanism is being required to deal with them. Some number system is being required to deal with them. Then the number system that comes into picture is binary. Binary. That means now at a particular place, you are having only two digits, either 0 or 1, any of these two. And now, if this is being covered, you are supposed to move to next state. Then this becomes 1 0, then becomes 1 1, and then again this is covered, so it becomes 1 0 0. Similar to your decimal, where you are having 9, then 10, and then after it becomes 99, it moves to 100, then 1000, then 10,000, and so on. So this is for your decimal, and this is for your binary. So whenever you are supposed to define a number in binary, then there are only two numbers, 0 and 1. And when you are writing a number in binary, then you are supposed to write the base with that 1 1 0 and so on. So I hope you get some idea about numbers. So if you have any doubt, let's discuss. So now we have discussed about binary. That means it is having only two values. And why we need binary? Because we want to communicate with the machine. Also, when we talk about voltage levels, then we have assigned certain levels. Suppose you are having a overall voltage level of 5 volts and you have actually assigned 0 to 2 volts. You have given this assignment 0, and then 3 to 5 volts, you have assigned that this is 1 volt. So you have assigned yourself these levels. So these are binary levels. Why we are dealing with this? Because we are interested in working with machines. So machines cannot be operated on analog thing, because we are already aware of the advantages of digital over analog. That in analog, degree of precision is quite less as compared to digital. Although the expense for hardware is more in digital. Hardware expenses are more in digital. Still, we prefer digital because of accuracy and the way they can be created. So now coming forward, how you can actually convert a number into binary. So suppose I give you a number 9 in decimal and I ask you to get the equivalent binary. So when you work with some more time with me, then you can directly write like this 1001 and 2. But now if you are a beginner, then you divide by 2. Why 2? Because the base is 2. Base is 2. 2 fours are balance is 1. Then 2 twos are balance is 0. Then 2 ones are balance is 0. So on. So this how you will write from here to here and you get your number. Suppose you are having 15 with you and you, so not 15, let's say 13, so that you get a different number 13. So what's the binary equivalent? 2 6 ja 1, then 2 3 ja 0, and then 2 1 ja 1. So now you will write the number like this 1 1 in this particular section 1 1 0 1, and base is. So this is how you can get the binary equivalent of your any decimal number. Now, if I ask you people to convert the number, suppose I will give you a number like this, and I ask you to get the decimal equivalent of this number. So this is being the conventional approach. So this is number 0, 1, 2, 3. So here 1 into 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 into 10 raised to power 2 plus 1 into 10 raised to power 1 plus 0 into 10 raised to power 0. So this gives you, sorry, 2 raised to power 3, because this is the base is 2. 2. Okay. So when you convert it, what you will get? 1 into 2 raised to power 3 is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0. So this gives you 8 for 12 to 14. So in binary, it can be written like this. So let's have one more exercise, and I want you people to do that. So this is 1 0 1 1 1. This is in binary. So how many digits are there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is equal to 1 into 2 raised to power 4 plus
So
0 into
23.
2 raised to power 3, then 1 into
22.
2 plus 1 into 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 into 2 raised to power 0. So this can be written as 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is equal to 23. So those who are familiar with this, they can directly do it. So what is the uh, shortcut method to do it is 1 0 1 1 1. So here it is 1 2 4, then 8 and 16. So 16 for 20, 22 and 23. So they can write in this particular. Okay, so this is the way how you can convert from one base to another. So which base you want, you can divide it using that particular base and you can get your number. So suppose things are quite going in a better manner with your binary. Okay, so the problem with your binary is they are having only two states. They are having only two states, 0 and 1. So they are quite difficult to discuss about several aspects in regard to that. So then things becomes more complex. So let's discuss something about your decimal representation. Suppose I ask you people to represent this in decimal to binary, then things becomes a little bit difficult, but there is a standardized procedure for that. So let's discuss that. So what you have to do is you have to multiply by the base in which you want to convert it into. So this is by 2. So this gives you 1.3750. So this is your fraction and this is your coefficient. So this is the first coefficient, 1. Now this fraction is to be remultiplied. So here this is equal to 7500. So a minus 2 is equal to 0. So this comes to 1 point. So a minus 3 is equal to 1. Then again, this fraction will move here into 2 is equal to 1. So 0.000. Then a minus 4 is equal to 1. So now this fraction is eliminated. So you are not supposed to go further. So this can be written as point. Okay, so it's like that we are 0.275 into 2. So this becomes 0.550. So no coefficient, then 0.550 into 2. So this becomes 1.100, 1, then 0.00 into 2 is equal to 0.200, 0, then 0.200 into 2, 0.400, then 0.400 into 2, it becomes 0.800, then 0.800 into 2, 1.601, then 0.600 into 2 is equal to 1.200, so 1, so 0.200 into 2, and so on. So after that, your fraction is actually repeating. So this gives you 101.01, 3 times 0, 1 and 1 bar. So this means your number is actually repeating after this. Yeah. So you're supposed to put bar here. Roll number 103, you're supposed to put bar here. Now coming forward, how you can actually get the reverse of that. Suppose I ask you people to get 10, yeah, 1100.1011 in binary, and I ask you people to get it into decimal. So when you are getting to decimal, then again the things remain same. What is the weightage for this? 2 raised to 3, 2, 0, 1. What is the weightage for this? 2 minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. So this comes out to be 1 into 2 raised to 3 plus 1 into 2 raised to 2 and 1 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 3 plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 4. So you end up with 8 plus 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16. So you end up with, this comes out to be 12, then plus 0.5 plus 0.125 plus 0.0625. So it comes out to be 12.6875. Now one more question for you, so that you get a confidence about doing this, that how you can go for such kind of fractional conversions. So you are having time, your time starts now. Solve it and then tell me. So now here goes the solution for this. Although some of the students have done it, but others who don't have done it may look forward. तो इसको आपने देखना है, जैसे इसका वेटेज क्या है 2:-1, इसका वेटेज है 2:-3, इसका वेटेज है 2:-5. So this comes out to be 1/2 plus 1/8 plus 1/32. So this comes out to be 0.5 plus 0.125 plus 0.03125. So when you add them, you end up with 0.65625 into 10. And if you want to convert this, not convert into, what is this actually? This is actually 6 into 10 raised to power minus 1 plus 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 plus 6 into 10 raised to power minus 3 plus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4 plus 10 into 10 raised to power minus 5. So this is how things goes. Now this is about your decimal number. So sometimes there is a requirement that is not being completed by your binary numbers, so then you have to look forward for some alternative solutions. So one of them is um, binary is quite small, so why not going for another basis? So then in that line, then octal base is being used, octal base. In octal base, as the name suggests, you are having 8 levels. So you can count from 0 to 7. So you are having overall 8 digits. In decimal, you are having a 10, 0 to 9. Here, you are having 10 digits, 8 digits, 0 to 7. And here you are having 0 to 9, so 10 digits. They are quite different. So suppose I ask you people to convert this in binary to octal, then procedure remains same. What is the base? Base is 8. Base is 8. So here you can write down 153. So you will write down the number, then what is the remainder, and then further divide it and so on. So you will keep on dividing until you get the least number. So we know that 19 8 ja 154, so your remainder is 1. Then we know that 8 2 ja 16, the remainder is 3. Then 0, then remainder is 2. So yeah, or otherwise you can directly write 231 into 8. So this is your octal equivalent of this decimal number. There are certain other procedures by which this can be done. First, you can convert this into binary, and then for 3 binaries, you convert into octal by selecting 3 bits at a time. But that comes with a little practice. So we will discuss about that later on. Now, we will be discussing about other aspects of your number systems in the coming classes. So in the meanwhile, I would like to request you people that you can go for some other conversion of your own, or I'm giving you one or two so that you get a very good idea about the number systems. So for octal, please note down some numbers for which you're supposed to convert the octal conversion. Write down 684 and obtain its binary as well as octal. And tell me what is the relation between these two. Okay, so you have provided me the solution. And from this solution, why I am interested in solution from you people, because I want to tell you the relation. Suppose you converted into a binary number, and from binary you can directly convert into octal. No further complicated things are being required. You can do it by simple manipulation, because in octal, how many digits are required? What is the maximum bit your octal can count? And corresponding to that, your binary. So maximum you will count 7 in octal, and correspondingly binary is 111. So that means if you select 3 bits from binary from right to left, then your number will be created. Suppose you have obtained the binary of this, then from here you can easily obtain the octal. So what is the octal? This is 4, 1000 is 4, 1001 is 5, and then 010 is 2, and 001 is 1. So this is how you can obtain your things. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you are free to discuss, and I will try to give you some assignment in this regard, because today is the last class of this week, I think, so that you can do those questions at your home. Okay.